Hello friends, and welcome back to It's Cocktail Time. Friends, today we're going to make the Commodore's Garden Punch. I got this recipe from the Hendrix site. Hendrix. No, I'm sadly not being paid to say this. Anyway, I got it on the Hendrix site. Love me some Hendrix, so I thought we'd give it a try. It looks interesting. We'll see what it tastes like. How do we begin? Because there's a lot of stuff going on here, right? There's just a lot of ingredients. I'm very curious to see how these things will come together. All right, we're gonna start with our shaker with no ice. And to this, we're gonna add an ounce of gin. And we're going to add a half an ounce of lime juice. We're going to add 1.5 ounces of coconut water. Okay, let's see if I get this right. Okay. We're going to add 3/8 of an ounce, not a half an ounce because that would be too easy, right? 3/8 of an ounce of elderflower liqueur. Let's see, all right. And we're going to add 1/4 ounce of blue curacao, which tastes like oranges, although it is not orange in color. Just 1/4 ounce. We're going to add a pinch of salt. Let's see, just a pinch. All right. Now the recipe now says we're supposed to add orange bitters to taste. I mean, I freaking hate recipes that say things like that. To taste? Give me the recipe. What do you think it's supposed to taste like? Tell me how much bitters to put in. It doesn't tell us. I'm going to put in a dash, which is larger than a drop, and let's see how we like it. All right. Now we will add our ice. And this cocktail is stirred rather than shaken. Well, it's a pretty blue color, and it smells of a kitchen sink. I don't know, it doesn't, it smells kind of weird. All right, we'll see what it tastes like. All right, when we are done stirring, we are going to strain this cocktail into what the British people call a punch cup. I don't have something called a punch cup, so I have this pretty cup. We're going to use this. It's chilled. All right, lovely color. This cocktail is garnished with a little bit of dill seed. Why not? And edible flowers. And yes, I actually do have edible flowers here in my home. You have no idea the weird shit I have in my home after making all these videos for the past couple of years. All right, we will delicately sprinkle these edible rosebuds on top of the cocktail. Okay. Well, it's very pretty. Now we're gonna try the Commodore's Garden Punch. I mean, it tastes good. It does taste good. I'm not sure if it's worth all the effort of putting together all these ingredients. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, folks. So I can taste the gin, but barely, because it is subsumed with the sweetness and light that is the elderflower liqueur, along with the very, very sweet orangey flavor of the blue curacao. I barely taste the gin, which makes me sad because I like gin. The lime juice is also barely noticeable. Coconut water, yes, I can taste the coconut. It doesn't seem to be making a perceptible difference in the flavor, though. There's not a lot of it. Yeah, it's barely there. The pinch of salt, I understand why it's there. It's there to counteract a lot of this sweetness. I think it's probably doing that. The orange bitters, I do taste. I think that 1 dash is what I'm going to recommend to you if you want to go to the trouble of making this cocktail. A dash, no more, no less. And the dill seed and the edible rosebuds look very pretty on top of the blue cocktail. I don't know if it's really worth it. Whenever you have a cocktail where you have to put together, an entire shitload of things, I'm always critical from the beginning because that's an awful lot of work. Just putting all this together is an awful lot of work, and making sure you get the measurements right, a lot of work. So it has to be a really good cocktail for it to be worthwhile to me when it's got all of these ingredients. I don't think that I'm going to recommend this. I think it's more trouble than it's worth. That being said, it's very pretty. I don't know if you can see, I don't want to spill this, but if you can see how pretty it looks from the top, it's pretty, but that's not really enough for us, is it, folks? It's not enough for me. Not special enough to deserve all the effort, I'm sorry to say. Glad I tried it. It's always good to try things, right? But not recommended. Drink up, probably not this, drink up something else and enjoy.